Welcome back to Real Stories. I'm your host, and today we've got Buddy Blake joining us to talk about a really interesting property in Hampstead, North Carolina. Buddy, thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks so much for having me. I'm excited to talk about 37 Twisted Oak Court. It's a fantastic location in Hampstead, and there's a lot to love about this area right now.
So, tell me, what makes this property stand out? What should people know when they're considering a home in this market?
Well, you know what I think is really cool about this location? The community amenities are seriously top notch. You've got in-motion Pilates literally just a couple minutes away, less than a mile. And if you're into fitness, You Matter Fitness Hampstead is only about 4 minutes north, and it's rated 4.9 out of 5 stars. Plus, Village Pharmacy is right there at 1.2 miles north, so healthcare and everyday needs are super convenient.
Okay, so convenience is definitely a big deal. What about dining and shopping? Because I know that matters to a lot of families.
Great question. So, if you're a foodie, and honestly, who isn't, the Italian market of Hampstead is just a 5-minute drive away, and it's got a 4.7 star rating with hundreds of reviews. People really love that spot. And then for shopping, Sandalwood Shops Hampstead is right nearby, about 4 minutes. It's a really walkable, convenient neighborhood.
That's awesome. Now, I'm curious about schools and families. A lot of our listeners are thinking about that when they're shopping for a home. What's the school situation like in this area?
So there's Topsail Montessori, which is about 7 minutes west of the property. Really solid option for families looking at that educational approach. The whole Hampstead area has been seeing a lot of family-focused growth, especially with remote work changing how people think about where they want to live. You get that suburban feel with real access to quality amenities.
You know, that's something we've talked about on the show before. How remote work has really reshaped where people want to be. So let's talk market timing for a second. If someone's thinking about this area, what's the urgency right now?
That's the real question, right? Here's the thing. The Hampstead market is appreciating steadily. Properties in this area are seeing consistent growth, and every month you wait, you're essentially leaving equity on the table. At current appreciation rates, waiting could really cost buyers money they could have locked in. The market's strong, inventory moves, and if you find something you love in a location with this kind of convenience and community feel, hesitation can be expensive.
That makes total sense. So if someone's interested in learning more about this property, how do they get in touch?
Super simple. They can head to https://www.buddyblake.com/property/37 twisted oak ct Hampstead NC 28443 PID 1805 109030 to get all the details and schedule a showing. Or if they've got questions about the market or want to talk through what makes sense for their situation, they can reach out to me at Buddy Blake Real Estate. All information is deemed reliable, but not guaranteed, of course.
Perfect. Well, Buddy, thanks so much for walking us through this. Really appreciate the insights on Hampstead and what's happening in that market. Folks, thanks for tuning into Real Stories. We'll catch you next time.